Welcome to the Rugs to Riches show. Grab a drink and get comfortable. The live show is about to start.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the show. It's another Monday night, and we have Patrick. What's going on, man? Welcome back to the show.
Yeah, I was just grooving out to your intro music.
I know.
That was
I
pretty
love
nice. Who put that together?
I did. Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, I didn't make the song, but the whole intro I put together.
Nice.
Patrick, we got so popular that somebody had to steal that song to put it in their hate video of us one day.
Really?
Yeah.
Hate towards you guys? I can't believe it.
Oh yeah. We destroyed a whole nother protocol. according to them. I don't know how that is when we're still the top 5 holders of that protocol.
Yeah.
I don't know how we destroyed it, but
right.
You know how that goes. You know how that goes.
I do, unfortunately.
Yeah. So what's going on with you, man?
Welcome, everybody. Say hi real quick. Hey, Dennis. Hey, KR. Hey, Patrick.
Oh, hello. Hello.
Yeah, Dennis. I got the Bucks playing in the background, and they're not looking so good.
Uh-oh.
Evans is out. He's probably out for.
That's not good because I bet on him tonight.
Oh yeah, he's out for at least 3 or 4 games. At least.
Who is?
Mike Evans.
Who? Oh, he got hurt again?
Yeah. Yeah, he
Egbuka's.
Right. Yeah, not Abuka. No, Mike Evans. He went out, caught a ball, came down, and I don't know, messed up his shoulder and got a concussion when he hit the ground.
That sucks.
Yeah,
that sucks. I really thought, am I lagging on you guys?
No, you're just stopping mid-sentence.
Gotcha. Now, I really thought that they were going to push Mike Evans for another 1,000-yard season so he could break Jerry Rice's record this year. But I don't think he's going to make it, especially if he's out 3 or 4 games. I don't know.
Well, Dennis says he might have a broken collarbone.
Yeah.
Are you guys talking about sports ball?
Yeah.
I only watched the Broncos actually, and then
what?
And then what? Oh, look at that! Oh my gosh! Where's my hat? It's around here.
Don't call it a comeback, baby. Don't call it a comeback.
What a game! My God.
Oh my gosh. Got it. Did you hear what happened, AG?
I saw that my quarterback, Bo Nix, for my fantasy league, got almost 50 points. It's 49 points or something like that.
Well,
he got them in the 4th quarter. They scored 33 points in the 4th quarter.
Oh my God.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Who were they playing against?
The Giants.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah, but the Giants were winning the entire game. The game was 33-32.
I don't think the Giants might have won one game so far. Maybe one game.
First of all, the Giants beat the Eagles last week.
Okay, there's their one game that they won.
Destroyed the Eagles. They won at least 2 because they beat the Chargers 2 weeks before that. I think they won 3 games actually, but they should have won that game. I mean, realistically, the coaching staff for the Giants kind of screwed them, I think. But going back and watching the 4th quarter,
yeah, and those 2 kicks that were missed, right?
Yeah, well, that and just clock management, right? I mean,
yeah, right.
They were ahead by 10 with 4 minutes left, and they still lost the game.
Yeah,
almost impossible.
I was watching it at a pizza place up to the 3rd quarter, and then I went, maybe I'll drive home. I drove home, and I got home, and I went, "What the hell just happened?"
Yeah,
unbelievable.
So they said they asked Bo Nix after the game. They're like, what are your thoughts? He's like, I'm really sorry for all the people that left.
How old is Bo Nix? What is he?
I think
25?
he's like
No, he's
20.
probably.
He's like 21, never been kissed. That's what I hear.
No, he's like 26. He was one of the oldest quarterbacks drafted lately.
Yeah.
Mm.
So,
Yeah, he looks like he should be on the cover of like everything.
he will be in Colorado. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, that's for sure.
So what's going on with the AWS? I heard there was some issues going on with that.
Yeah, they were kind of slammed during that big drop, right?
Yeah, no. Well, I thought it was this morning.
Oh,
It did. It went down this morning at like 2 a.m. And a lot of things were down. I know that today specifically Venmo is down for like 6 hours. Hard Rock Live, the app for Hard Rock was down. You couldn't place any bets today. Yeah, because I tried to put. I wish it would have came back up. I would have saved myself some money if the Bucks are losing.
The Coinbase was down, from what I heard.
Yeah. And then there was one other thing that was down.
Why was it down? Did you guys hear about that? Was it a hack or something?
They didn't say. They said it was something with a data center in the Northeast somewhere. So it was kind of localized. I really don't know too much about it. I know that KR sent something to us talking about the different crypto line or main chains that were affected.
Mm-hmm. Well, I heard it this morning on the news when I woke up this morning. They were talking about it, but I was halfway getting in the shower, so I didn't know what was going on.
Yeah, I know that Publix was having issues because of trying to take credit cards because the credit card companies are down and stuff. It just kind of goes to show you how powerful Amazon is, right? Like they always want to talk about cryptos centralized, yet five cryptocurrencies kind of got affected by AWS going down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
How decentralized is crypto if a centralized company can affect it like that?
Well, crypto didn't go down. It was more of the companies that were, like.
Well, it was chains that were affected. Like Base Chain was affected because of the AWS outage.
Was it really?
Ethereum
I didn't hear that.
Yeah, they said. The report I read said 25% of something. I'm like, I use Base Chain just fine today. I've been having a huge problem with damn SafePal the last 4 days. It's like all of a sudden, yeah. Well, not specifically SafePal, it's specifically Uniswap. They keep doing tweaks or something, and every time they do a damn tweak, I don't know if it's because I'm using SafePal, but like I have to keep changing the sequence of how I trade on Uniswap. It's kind of crazy. But
KR said base sequencer went down.
Yeah, there was I saw Arbitrum was affected, Ethereum main chain was affected, Base Chain was affected. A lot of the layer 2s are affected.
So are they affected because the nodes were on that AWS?
Yeah, probably.
Not all the nodes are on there though.
No, that's like I said. The Base Chain said it was only 25% was affected. I don't know what that means specifically, but it gave a percentage. Only 25% of base got affected.
Yeah, that's news to me. I didn't know it affected the change.
Yeah.
Yeah, neither did I.
There.
Well, that's kind of interesting.
Yeah, Coinbase again.
So now it didn't affect Bitcoin or anything. Could it affect Bitcoin?
No, I don't think it affected Bitcoin. So, I
mean,
mean,
I'm thinking to myself,
work,
that could be a what's the word I'm looking for? Something to target and go after if you're, trying to bring down an economy or something. If Russia wanted to attack the U.S.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I know, Patrick, you sent us something about Bitcoin and becoming too centralized because things like MicroStrategies is now, because they're a public company now, they control so much Bitcoin. How it's kind of taking, now they're at the whim of their holders, right? So, what's kind of your thoughts about that?
Yeah, it's him and MicroStrategy, but it's also like Larry Fink and BlackRock. I mean, when BlackRock came in, they're they're kind of the king of the finance tech industry titans. It's kind of like a dreadnought coming in. So it's MicroStrategy. I mean, it used to just be a small support company with supporting their software, and then all of a sudden they got into Bitcoin. And I think through his genius of seeing Bitcoin and its limited supply, he's almost single-handedly, as far as the financial giants are concerned, was the first one to go into the Bitcoin treasuries. He's the guy. And then now there's a lot of Johnny come latelys that are coming in, including like GameStop. So
Yeah.
it's like everyone and their dog is becoming a Bitcoin treasury, and for good reason. They see the multiples that MicroStrategy is putting up, but I don't think they have the sort of genius that he's putting into it, especially with all the bond-like stuff. I think it's like STRC, Strike, whatever. I haven't looked into those as much, but yeah, it's kind of interesting. It's like, but for me, there's like, as far as treasury companies, there's MicroStrategy and, well, I should say Strategy now, right? Strategy and Strategy.
So it's interesting because the video that you sent us kind of goes into detail of how. Uh-oh, can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Okay. Made a weird noise in my ear. Anyways, it goes into detail on how they can manipulate the price of Bitcoin and kind of steal everyone's Bitcoin by liquidating everybody. Because now the shareholders are in charge of MicroStrategy, and the board. So how do they explain it? So you got Strategy, which is Michael Saylor, and he controls his Bitcoin. But then the board kind of can tell Michael Saylor what to do, and you get on the board by being a shareholder of Strategy. Well, BlackRock controls all that money and what 10% of the board, so they can pretty much decide what they want to do. And it's kind of interesting because they can have all these different levers that they can pull to try to, you know, manipulate the price to go down and out, to go down or up, to liquidate all those longs and shorts that people are using for leverage. Because it goes into talking about how people are taking out loans against their Bitcoin, which I thought of you, Goldwyn, because that's something that you are big into, is taking leverage, or not leverage, but taking out loans and using your Bitcoin for collateral.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely that's that's the future of a lot of the big cryptos anyway. I mean, Bitcoin's going to be the first. Ethereum you can already use. Basically, the top 10 or 20 you can use as collateral on decentralized exchanges. I think the big thing is like Celsius proved that you don't want to have your money on a centralized exchange, right? So things like Aave and Venus and smaller things. Hyperliquid now is a huge trading platform and stuff where you're leveraging and stuff. So I think that things like BlackRock and Strategy and those kind of TradFi-esque companies see a way of using the old TradFi ways of manipulating things to affect and steal. They can't steal your Bitcoin if you don't use it for collateral, but this liquidation event, that just happened, 2 weeks ago, proved that, as safe as you think you are, I mean, when that was going on, I literally watched XRP lose 50% in about an hour and a half. You're talking about XRP is what, how big is XRP right now? 3 billion?
3 billion. No, it's way more. Way more
So,
than 3 billion.
Oh shit!
I thought they were like closer to
XRP.
100 billion.
Market info. Yeah, let me look it up real quick. 150 billion.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
Yeah, market cap,
Yeah.
150 billion. So that's even crazier. So XRP went down 50% in an hour. It's 150 billion dollars. That means the market cap dropped 75 billion dollars over the course of an hour and a half. That's insanity. That's insanity. You know, I mean, so all those people, I mean, because I say XRP specifically because that was what most of my collateral was in. And the problem was I had borrowed Bitcoin, but I had XRP as my collateral. So XRP was dropping so much faster than Bitcoin was that I didn't. It puckered my butthole. You know, it was too close. You know, because and I was only like 30%. You know, borrowed or whatever. You know, which is when you talking about using Bitcoin. You know, we're not talking about me using elephant money as my collateral, right? Or you know, or something like that, or Trunk, or you know, Earn, or any of the or IRA. You know, I'm not using highly. I mean, obviously, Bitcoin is so volatile compared to the dollar or whatever you want to say, but I wasn't using unknown coins as collateral. I was using things that are all in the top 5 and 10. And for it to drop so fast that I thought I might be liquidated. So I had to do some gymnastics and flip some stuff around. And,
the danger of leverage. I mean, it cuts both ways. And when you have like a dreadnought, like, the Larry Fink crowd, who can just kneecap the entire crypto market. And, the conspiracy theories have said they'll drop it. They'll drop the price of Bitcoin so that they can collect more. And so all the big traders that are using leverage, I mean, they can see all of the longs that are set, all the stop losses, and they'll just take it out. And so they'll drop it, and then people have to buy it back, so it jumps back up. They play their games.
Yeah.
But unlike the stock market, there's no stops, like emergency stops, like which would have helped during that massive fall if all of a sudden they said, okay, crypto market's closed. But it's not. In some ways, I admire it because it's pure capitalism at play. But on the other hand, not when you have these huge finance industrials coming in and playing their games. And we also have like big holders of Bitcoin. I mean, billionaires that these mega whales that just come in and like, okay, I'm feeling a little hungry. Time to like chum the waters,
Yeah.
Well, what is this Zcash?
Ironically enough, BlackRock bought a shit ton of Bitcoin at 105,000. So that should kind of tell you where the bottom is, right? So they came in and they're the one that stopped that down, right? As soon as they started buying, that's when we bounced off that point. So that should tell you the new low for Bitcoin is 105, give or take,
Right.
So,
I mean,
but I also heard a rumor. I had also heard a rumor that the Satoshi wallet moved funds or something, or an old Satoshi wallet, or is that? I don't think it's the Satoshi wallet.
Yeah, an old one, but it's not. It's not the one that everyone watches. It's got like a yeah. So, what Adam over here is talking about Zcash.
Yeah, he said pull up a chart: Zcash versus BTC.
Well, do you know anything about Zcash? I'm going to pull up the chart right now.
That's a
privacy. I know Zcash is
privacy token.
Yeah, that's the big privacy token. And I think wasn't Zcash a fork of Bitcoin?
I don't know.
Adam, do you know that? Am I just talking out my ass? I'll try to pull up some information on it real quick.
Can you guys see it?
I see it.
Okay. Yeah, okay. So, I mean, this is the daily chart. September 30th, October 1st, basically.
I mean,
It's just been on a tear.
That's crazy.
I'm looking at a
Yeah.
comparison between that and Bitcoin, and they seem to be following the same pattern, unless I'm missing something.
I think that's just Zcash versus USDC is what you pulled up. Is there another button up there that will switch it to BTC?
No.
I'm looking at CoinGecko. You can compare it with different coins. And
CoinGecko? Okay, let me go.
Yeah.
Let me exit out of that and go to CoinGecko.
I mean, but yeah, in 30 days, it's up 420%. I hope you have a long on Zcash. That's about 30 days old there, Haga. But yeah, 19 billion was liquidated in that few hours.
Yeah, nuts.
I really didn't understand. I thought when I looked and I saw the first thing I saw was Ondo. It said Ondo's down 60%. I was like, what? And I think I texted AG. I'm all like, what the fuck is going on? Like, I'm like, is this real? Like, is it really down 60% or is this just a bug? And then I saw XRP down 50%. I'm like, oh my God, what is going on? So then of course I had to go check my loans, and I went from being completely over collateralized to eeks.
Yeah, I think a lot of people were surprised. And I was looking at some multi-millionaire mega wallets where I was like, God, 10 million gone, 30 million gone. Oh man.
Yeah, that's whew. And then you have the one wallet that, benefited $192 million in 3 hours.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Do you think there was some insider trading? Like, do you think someone knew that the crash was going to happen before it did?
That's a rumor for sure.
So the thing that I read was they were saying that it was insider trading because of the Trump tweet, but that was actually coincidental. So the person that had that made the 192 million didn't find a flaw. Binance announced they had a flaw, and then they announced the date that they were fixing it. So they announced, hey, we have this flaw in our code. We're fixing it next Tuesday. Right? So these people are like, oh. So they dumped $90 million into Binance and affected USDE, I believe is the one it was, but only on Binance. So they dropped the peg of USDE on Binance to 60 cents. And when that happened, that caused $1 billion of liquidation on Binance. And because everything is cross collateralized, because the $1 billion liquidation event on Binance, that's what cascaded across the rest of the market. So the $90 million that they dumped in, they specifically targeted USDE and two other cryptos. I can't remember what it was. And then they shorted those other two cryptos because they knew the flaw in Binance, because Binance didn't use they used their own pricing.
Oracle.
They didn't use like their own Oracle. They didn't use like a chain link across the market Oracle. And because I guess maybe that's the thing that was being fixed on Tuesday or something. But it was very weird that they're like, oh, we know about this flaw. It reminded me of Elephant Money, the first crash of Elephant Money. How what's his name? Who's that little squeaky voice from Drip?
Forex.
Yeah. So how Forex announced that there's a flaw in the Elephant code, and then BT's like, I know it's in our next patch, and then the next day or whatever, 2 days later, it got exploited. It was ironic. Like I was like, this is like verbatim of what happened to just on a global scale with Binance. But that report that I read said that Binance was actually targeting Hyperliquid because they knew that that 192 million was placed on Hyperliquid. So they said that Binance was trying to do that to it's a feature, not a flaw. Well said, Sarah. Well said. But so they said that there was the conspiracy was that Binance let it happen, trying to crush Hyperliquid. because they thought Hyperliquid wouldn't be able to pay that 192 or whatever.
That kind of goes back to your previous comment about centralization. Like an issue with a single centralized exchange, and then all of a sudden it was a cascade of down to 19 billion in losses. It's nuts. Because I mean, there's so many like centralized exchanges and decentralized exchanges, and it affected everybody. Like I know of people who tried to get out and just couldn't. Things were just frozen.
Well, the transaction fees were so high.
Yeah,
like when I was transacting, the big thing I was doing is I was converting my Bitcoin to USDC so that my collateral was no longer, but anyway, I was bouncing it back, paying off my Bitcoin, and using USDC. But I was literally paying for $1,000 transaction. I paid $100 in slippage.
That's crazy.
It was crazy. And over the span of that hour and a half, I moved or converted basically $30,000 is what it ultimately came down to. And I paid about $2,000 in fees. I mean, which is crazy to think. I was still positive at the end of my move. So I actually benefited about $1,500 in my movement of money. Paid off $1,500 of my loan. But it cost me $2,000 to do that. So it was with limit orders. Yeah, Lamster had a bunch of limit orders set really, really low. They got triggered by all of the drops. Pretty smart. As long as you're willing to. Oh, he said private BTC. I thought Zcash was a fork of BTC. Private transactions.
Yeah. So have you learned your lesson, or have you taken anything out of last week's big liquidation?
I mean, I deleveraged some, about 33%. It tells me that, is it worth it or is it not? That's kind of the thing. I didn't get liquidated, so I'm thankful of that, and I did de-risk. I did not, fully flip back over. So yeah, no, it's definitely a lesson in leverage, which, because I had been liquidated before, that's why I was so low, right? I only held blue chips, I could still get liquidated, but it would take another. I mean, it would have to be worse than the last one to get me at this point.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say, knock on wood.
Yeah.
Hopefully it doesn't happen.
Yeah. So
now, what happened to what's going on with Paca now with that last dump? I mean, Paca was already, hurting.
I mean, I can only speculate.
They put out some videos, but I haven't watched them.
Yeah, Patrick, you're probably more up to speed on me. I actually sold my RV before, like 4 days into the thing. Once they said, when they kept saying that the epoch could be 0, and once I realized how they're actually going to pay on their epoch, it did. And I was pretty low on Paca. I didn't, after TPC dropped, I didn't put, I didn't go balls deep into Paca. So,
yeah. It's what a lot of the other, I don't want to say influencers, but the other people that do concentrated liquidity, was that you can't do a fixed return. I'm talking about the old Paca. You can't do a fixed return. You need to do a variable return and give the people what you get. And so all of a sudden, through this, series of losses that led to the version 2.0, now we have it. So we now, the amount that we make is the amount they make. And so they're affected just like any other concentrated liquidity trader, especially in this type of market that drops. So like the payment that was supposed to go out on the 15th, didn't, of course. The amount that they have went down from 5 million to 3.5, and so
Jeez.
no one gets paid until that goes
Mhm.
up. But to me, it's a more it's a better way of going forward. There's a lot of unfortunate things, and it sounded like one of the doves. I mean, they said it in their video, like Unmade Sugar was falsifying the amount that he was making. He was saying he was making, and it wasn't glossed over, but it was just said they didn't completely throw him under the bus.
Yeah.
So that there was that, and then the CETUS hack. So the CETUS hack, just dropped in. So it was like the best of all possible things that they could do is to try to get people paid out plus 20%. For what I found out was, since I got in at the very beginning at 8-bit, one of my wallets, I have 2 wallets that are on it. One of them was down to like 45%, but then it went up to 85%. And I'm not exactly sure how they calculated that, but I was happy.
Yeah.
Because the amount, nearly doubled.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
But JC has been very open with his wallets. I mean, him and his family has hundreds of thousands in the protocol, and now he's one of the main devs in it. And they really needed someone like JC to kind of help right the ship. And knowing JC like I do, I mean, they couldn't have gotten someone better to do it. But like he told me, it's like the solution that they had, no one would be happy. It was just the best of all possible worlds that they could do.
I agree.
Yeah, and I don't think that the community knows the sacrifice that JC was making, right? Like there was no outcome that 100% of people were going to be happy. None. No. There really wasn't. And all I can say is you guys should be, everybody that's in the protocol should be happy that the team is still here, right? They could have just said, 100%. Hey, we have $3 million. Here's your 12%. And we're gone, Right. But no, they stopped taking money. They stopped taking new money, right? They could have ran another promo and got another $1 million to try to help them dig out of the hole, but they didn't. They stopped taking money. They got all the numbers. They figured out where they were, and yeah, it sucked. It sucked for everybody that was involved, but it sucked for them too. Yeah. I mean, and then so, that's exactly right. JC might be one of he was the biggest holder in PACA.
As far as I know, he was.
Yeah. So, I mean, he was probably affected the most out of everybody, so all these people, and the crappy part was the people that were bitching the most really probably had, I don't want to say it, because maybe they had a lot, but they didn't have as much as JC, I mean, they probably didn't have as much as you know what I'm saying?
How much did JC have? Or
I mean, he's posted some of his wallets, but it also doesn't include like his dad and other family.
I mean, we don't know. We don't have a number.
Like,
we don't have a number.
Does it look like $1 million, or is it $500,000?
We don't know.
Quarter?
Like we don't know.
I mean, you're saying he's the largest holder, right? I didn't know if you had like an idea. Like maybe I'm the largest, with my $5,000 in there. I don't know.
I mean,
maybe I'm a top 5.
First of all, I had more than you did.
Well, you know what? I'm not a big baller like you. I'm sorry. This is a lot for me.
I know he's. I can't imagine that anyone has more than he does. I thought I had a lot until I talked to JC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest thing.
But he has confidence with it going forward, and so do I. And I see also the way they designed it. It was like the marketplace buys, lowers the liabilities. And I calculated it out. If you buy the 50% discounted stakes that are on the marketplace, you're essentially going back to the compounding that they had of
Yeah, I mean, and it benefits the protocol.
Right. So in PACA 1.0, I mean, if all you did was compound, it was something like 232%. But now the marketplace is a replacement for that. So if someone just bought off the marketplace 50% ones, they would get 222%, as long as it paid out in a year.
Yeah, there's more now. Right now, it's like 65%. You can buy 65% all day long.
I even saw a 67%. So it just keeps incrementing.
Yeah.
So in a way, it's like it took me a second to like figure it out, and then I went, "Oh my god!" Whatever the timeline is, it's going to get truncated over time.
Yeah.
All we need is one good payment. Like what I plan to do is on one of my wallets, just buy off the marketplace.
Yeah. Here's my concern with PACA is how long it takes. You know, in my opinion, there's not a chance in hell it'll be a year, right? I'm thinking best case, and this is just me. I have no data, zero data. I'm not on the team. You know, I'm just a guy. I'm not. A matter of fact, I don't even have any RVs there anymore.
We don't even know that if that's true.
It is true. It is true. So, I mean, at least I identify as a male. So, according to the government, that's what I am. But, you know, now I lost my train of thought.
PACA, you think it's not going to last a year?
No, I'm not. I will not pay out in a year. It'll take longer than that. I think that what they've done is they have assured that they will eventually pay out. Right. I do have faith in that. I have faith in the team. I have faith in JC, the stopgaps they're doing. The people that are pissed are going to keep being pissed. They're going to sell on the marketplace. And eventually it will just be the people that really do believe in PACA. And then eventually that money will get paid out. Me personally, when I looked at my own scenario, the best case scenario I was going to get 8%. So this your money plus 20% was a bullshit number, right? And I argued with them about that because they said multiple times, you're going to get your money and 20%. And they're like, we never said that. And I'm like, dude, let's go to DMs because I don't want to be causing FUD in the public thing. And I showed Scott seven different instances in which he said that it was going to be your money plus 20%, right? Once he said, no, it is what it is, and mine was going to be 8%. That's how much I was going to make. So I had to sit back and analyze whether an 18-month payout to get 8% without buying off. I could have bought off the marketplace and increased my RV and stuff like that. Played the game, you know. I just felt that, you know, selling at a loss and using my money to make more money was more beneficial for me over the 18 months. Again, I didn't have a lot in there. You know, the most I had in PACA was 10 grand. You know, that's not true. I had a shit ton of money in the vaults, you know, but
do you still have money in the vaults?
Yes. I actually have more money in the vaults now than I had in my RV.
And you can't get that out?
Yes. The vaults did not change. So the vaults are the exact same as they were before they paused. So I just have to wait my 25 days to get my allotment back. So I'm 60 days away from being out of my vaults.
Yeah, I mean, I think with your calculations, that was a good move. And not everyone's in the same place, but you're very good at math. That's what I have to say. And yeah, you call it out correctly. My opinion is that just because of the way they designed the marketplace and how people are just barreling into it and doing like 65% now, when it used to be the top was 50%.
Yep.
That once we get a good payout, I mean, people are going to be buying off the marketplace like hotcakes.
Yeah.
And so my opinion is that it will take less than a year.
Yeah. I hope so. For you, for the other people that are still in PACA, I really hope so.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, them not even paying the first epoch really, really hurt the morale of PACA. You know, that's why, I mean, the instant buyout went to 17%. You know, how they're calculating paying out, I don't necessarily agree with, but I'm not part of the team. that JC seems way smarter than me. So, and apparently his kid is super, super smart at math. So, they're running way more sophisticated shit than my brain does, to get everybody paid out. And I think the key thing is that marketplace was brilliant because it allows people to get out. Like me, I sold at 50%. I actually sold at 50.5%. 50.5.
So
yeah. A little less than 51%.
I could sell for 60% right now.
I saw 65, so you're gonna have to beat that.
Yeah, it depends on how patient you are.
Yeah, to be honest with you, if you're not hurting for that money, you should wait 2 or 3 months, because once they do actually get a payout or two, like Patrick said, the people that get payouts are just going to buy off the marketplace, and then it's going to drive that percentage down, right? As people start seeing, Packet really is, the stuff that they're doing really is working. They are still farming. They are making money. The AUM is going up, because the more and more the marketplace does work, that lowers liabilities, which raises the AUM. Packet instantly gets a 25%, bonus discount, whatever you want to call it, for all of the sales or whatever you want to call it. So the big thing is they have to pay out, right? To garner the support. And they're not, and in my opinion, unless the market really, really rebounds in the next 15 days, they're not going to pay out in the next epoch, and every epoch. Good.
Yeah. I mean, they need the market to help them out. I mean, I don't envy anyone doing concentrated liquidity right now. I mean, I know there's geniuses like Mike Dre and Crypto Stu that do quite well at it. But now they're doing leverage on concentrated liquidity, and I haven't
scary.
I haven't gone to their TG lately to see how they did. But yeah, some of their leverage plays, I was like going, well, I don't know about that. I mean, it's great when it's going well, but
well, they're doing
it can turn quickly.
They're doing like that zero sum. I don't. KR, what's it called? What are they doing? It's like a zero sum game.
Yeah, so they do hedging.
They're doing
right?
concentrated. What is it? Yeah,
they do hedging.
Yeah. So they're doing concentrated liquidity, but then they're taking a short against what they're going. So if the market turns against them, delta neutral. That's the terminology. Thank you, KR. So if they're shorting, so if the market does turn on them, their short wins, which pays for their impermanent loss. Right. So the big problem is once you close out of your position, you're setting that impermanent loss. And that's where PAC is stuck at right now. Right. They're stuck that they were in positions and it's gone so far down that they can't sell now because they would lose 65 or 70% of their stuff.
I mean, they must be doing, or at least, well, hopefully considering doing some sort of hedging. I mean, it's still a black box, so we don't know really. But I'm sure if it's not something that they're doing, they will be looking into it. They have to.
Yeah. So let's talk about the market a little bit, right? So, I've been charting for a while. I feel like we hit a bottom. It hit a pretty good support line, bounced off. It recaptured the 50-day moving average. So if we hold that 50-day moving average, if we bounce off that again, then I think that we're on that upswing, where we'll probably make another higher high. Or if we don't make another higher high in the next, by the end of the year, we're probably not going to make a higher, to be honest with you.
I think I still have faith that we're in a bull market. But I don't know when that's going to kick off again, because I have this feeling in the back of my head like there might be a black swan event coming up, which is going to drive another sell off.
What bigger black swan could there be than the damn $19 trillion or $1 billion that was just liquidated?
Listen, you got Trump meeting with Putin and Zelensky, and it sounds like they're going to make a peace deal. That could not happen, and maybe the markets react funny with that. Then you've got Hamas and Israel having a ceasefire, but yet they're still kind of going at it. I don't know. I'm just saying. And then the trade war with China, I just feel like there's something in the news could come out and trigger another liquidation event.
I don't think there will be a big.
Since
There will
I
not
don't think
be a
it'll be.
liquidation of. It won't be a liquidation event like just happened because
Yeah, I
they
agree.
just
I
wiped
agree.
out all the people.
I
So
agree.
it's going to take. Yeah, it would take another year to get that leveraged again. I think that's the big thing is that they just saw how many levered positions there was and that just that cascade. Same thing with Elephant and Save and all that crap.
Yeah, no. What I'm saying is, I don't see it taking back off anytime soon.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like people might be like, okay, it's the end of the month, November, it's coming up. We're going to take another leg up. I think it might be the opposite. I think we crash back down and then go up mid-November, December.
I
So,
agree. I think there's going to be a big pump by the end of the year. But
yeah.
I also kind of forecasting that there's going to be a big Q1, especially with the Jerome Powell exit and like all the things that you said, like all the political things that are happening in the world will get resolved. We'll see. QT is out the door. QE is back in. Quantitative easing, like Lynn Alden says, nothing stops this train. And but Bitcoin, we haven't seen another like 65% drop, 95% drop. I guess we get to look forward to that in the bear market, but some of the analysts that I look at, they say it's probably going to be mild if there is any.
Yeah, I don't think there will be. I think the people that are buying, like the big money, I think they're sitting on it for decades.
Yeah, I don't think there won't be another 90% drawdown.
Not in Bitcoin, maybe not even Ethereum, but the other ones there will be.
The top 10 probably not, or whatever.
Well, that kind of leads into the Stablecoin Act or whatever that was passed. I mean, basically legitimizing all the stablecoin issuers, and then everybody else is piling into it. And since they have to back it up with treasury bills, the debt train just keeps on going. And since the world is still running on the US dollar, I mean, as much as the BRICS countries want to get off it and go on to gold and things like that, now they're looking at, oh my God, the US dollar is going to get stronger, even though we're not buying it. They can keep running the debt machine going. So what are we going to do about it? Are we going to just keep buying more gold? I think there's going to be an inflection point where they go, well, hell, we need to start buying Bitcoin. That's what I'm theorizing.
Yeah, I mean, what happens when they're like gold's at an all-time high for the third straight month? When do they start rotating out of gold into Bitcoin, right? Like, oh, we have all this gold that we bought at $2,000 an ounce. Now it's $5,000 an ounce or whatever it is. We can start rotating out of it. We can store half as much gold and wait, and now store digitally.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a customer of mine text me today asking if he should buy some gold. And I was like, I think you missed that boat. You need to rotate into crypto.
Yeah,
It's
buy
too
silver
high.
if you're going to buy anything. Jesus.
Silver's high too right now.
It is.
Silver's yeah. But
It's
what,
still completely
55?
undervalued, though.
What is silver at right now?
It's,
$55 an ounce?
I don't think it's that high. 45 was the last thing I saw.
I feel like it was at least 50. Let me see.
Well, you guys heard
Googling
that.
it?
I don't know if you guys have Costco where they're selling the gold bars at Costco.
Are they still
I've
doing
heard
that?
that.
This is
$51.
and they were selling it before the pump in gold, so they're kind of like the gold indicator.
That's pretty funny.
Now there's supposedly like another retailer like Sam's Club or something that where you can buy Bitcoin, like they have Bitcoin machines installed. Did you guys see that? Not Sam's
Well,
Club, it's something else. What?
Yeah, I was gonna say I didn't see him at Sam's Club because I'm a member there, but I do see him at gas stations all the time.
There's some big retailer that's going to be putting Bitcoin machines, and I'm wondering if that's kind of their version of the gold trade at Costco.
Maybe.
Let's see.
Kind of predict it, try to get the masses moving into it.
Yeah. With all these, With all these big
I was saying,
financial guys getting into it, I think retail still has an impact.
Yeah, I do too.
as long as retail isn't trying to learn leverage.
Well, to be honest with you, I don't think retail's in it yet. It's just I just
Yeah,
haven't seen the demand, the hype. I don't hear anyone talking about it other
yeah,
than the normal crypto people that I know.
yeah. It's not trending on Google search,
And
not
I
the
f- and
way
I
it usually does during a pump.
yeah, and I feel like the media has been trying to push crypto. Like if you watch CNBC and stuff like that, they're talking about crypto nonstop. But I'm not seeing the retail investor come in yet.
It'll happen. So what's your Patrick, what's your blue chip bet? What do you store your weight in?
I'm becoming more orange pilled as the days go by. Like,
I did
especially
notice the shirt there. I'm just saying.
oh yeah, got my orange one. It's just the God, inflation, and they say it's 3%, but if you're a regular steak buyer, that's not true.
Yeah.
That is not true.
So I'm looking at, it's like what they call the debasement trade, the debasement of the dollar. It's the only way we can get the U.S. out of, massive crushing debt. And stable coins are kind of what they're laying as the savior of the U.S. dollar and the U.S. debt, so that we can keep the party going.
Mhm.
But they're sacrificing everybody who doesn't own assets. And so what they say about the K economy, where you have these like super billionaires and then you have everybody else. So I believe it. It's like Bitcoin is like it's kind of it. Like I look at some of the other coins and I'm just like going, since what is the God, what is it called? Where they do international payments, that network. Is it Swift?
Swift. Yeah.
Swift. I was confusing it with Zwift, the biking app. Anyway, Swift saying that they're going to roll their own solution, and then I look at XRP and I'm going, well, what's the use case for XRP now?
Mm-hmm.
And then I just go down. I go down. Well, yeah. Go ahead. You like XRP?
Oh no, I don't. I actually don't.
Oh, you don't?
I really don't like XRP. I mean, I own it because I believe that it's going to be. I think it's going to be that what takes over Swift and stuff like that. But I do not. I think that XRP is highly centralized. I think that Ripple really, really controls the price. So if they want it to be higher, it would. But it's just it's too many signs that point to XRP, man. So it's just one of those things that no, I'm not a huge XRP fan at all. I actually like Cardano way better than XRP, but I just can't bet against it, right?
I'm not a big Cardano fan. I like Cardano, but I don't think. I don't know. Like so, when I'm looking at tokens to buy, I'm seeing what they're made on. I don't see any tokens, any meme tokens on ADA, right? They're all on Solana or Base Chain or Ethereum. There's just, I don't know. I don't see the use case right now.
So to answer KR's question of name one single DeFi protocol on XRP, I'm going to call the DeFi protocol the US dollar will be on XRP. The government, the US government is going to be backing XRP.
I don't know. They already back stablecoins, right?
Yeah. I think the U.S. government's all in on stablecoins.
My guilty I don't want to say pleasure. What am I trying to say? My guilty token, the token that I like, guilty pleasure is HBAR.
HBAR, okay. And why is that?
Listen,
for the tech.
Listen, in 2017, when I first got into Bitcoin, H bar was the second thing I found, and I'm like, this is so much better than Bitcoin, and I had so much H bar, right, and it did nothing. It went up, and then I finally, I think it was up whatever, and I finally sold, and then now it's way higher than I sold. But I mean, I sold it for more than I bought it for, so it's a win for me. But oh my god, I hate Chris Larson.
I think H bar is gonna come from behind. You know, the people that are supporters of H bar, partners with H bar, used to be, you know, the laundry list that XRP used to have on their website, and now, but H bar still has them. It's like IBM and Microsoft and all these guys, and it's one of these tokens that's just quietly an advanced token that people don't really know much about, and just because it hasn't gotten the price pumps that other tokens have. But as far as the tech is concerned, and you look at the partners, there's a reason why the IBMs and Microsofts are backing it. And
well, HGraph is such a better technology than Bitcoin anyway.
Right.
The hash graph.
Yeah, the hash graph, the mysterious hash graph. So, like, I have a friend in town who used to own like a ton of it, but he sold it. He was like one of the many stories you hear in crypto. It's like, I would have been a millionaire if I kept it. That's the challenge, right?
That is the challenge.
But you know, it's
buy
like,
IRA, don't sell it.
Yeah, there you go.
Buy BDT, don't sell it.
BTC, man, 60% a year on average the past 10 years or something like that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It was like I calculated it out. It was like 80,000%. I forget. I think it was like 10 years. Maybe it was 15. With the basement, it's like my debate that I have with myself is like, and I think it's a debate a lot of people have, is, do I sell everything and go into Bitcoin before the bear? Is there going to be a bear? I mean, everyone's like confused. It's like, I don't know what's happening. What should I do? And so we're listening to all these YouTubers and going,
that's you coming back next week and we can have that that talk.
That's a interesting thought, because I was thinking the same thing. Is it better to sell at the top, or at least think it's at the top, and then buy Bitcoin or hold on to it thinking that it's going to go down, and it keeps grinding up?
If there is going to be a bear, why would you buy Bitcoin? You would just go into stables. You just said the U.S. government's going to back stables, so why would you? Or you're just saying to vote against the government, you want Bitcoin?
No, I'm just saying, like, you don't know if you are going to have a bear market or when it's coming or whatever. You know, do you just DCA and hold it for the long term? What's the long term?
In my opinion, that's exactly what you should do.
Like, I think I would. Assets. I think I would have saved myself a bunch of heartache if I just stuck with Bitcoin.
Dude, for sure. I started 2017. If I would have just bought and held Bitcoin and not did anything else. Yep.
Yeah. Well, I think Ethereum has a better upside than Bitcoin, because the amount of people that are buying Ethereum, like the companies that are buying Bitcoin, there's a lot of companies buying Ethereum. And the use case for Ethereum, they can stake it and now get a dividend, while the Bitcoin companies just hold Bitcoin and they have to take a loan out against it or whatever if they want to make any money on it. But you always hear the saying, Bitcoin is like gold, digital gold. Well, Ethereum's like digital oil, and there's a use case for that. So I think the better upside is Ethereum.
Well, that's the
better long-term play.
Well, that's the bet that Tom Lee is making. That Bitmain CEO or something.
Yeah,
I think he's trying to single-handedly drive the price up. Have you seen how much that guy's buying?
He's buying a lot. He's trying to get, I think he said 5%.
I was like, man, you're going to live and die on this. This is either going to work, or everyone's just going to be making fun of you for the next.
I mean, but that was Saylor, right? I mean, that
that
was what Saylor was 4 years ago.
True.
right? When he was the first person to do this, I mean, it was mind blowing to look at how much they actually own now, right?
Yeah.
When they just did the first convert over, I actually bought fucking Master at that time. I wish I would have held that, because I mean it's up like I can't even remember how much it was. I think it was $43 when he first did the sent out to the people and said, hey, this is what we're gonna do. If you don't want it, we'll buy you back out at 45 or 35. I think it was 35 is what they offered. And then they bought Bitcoin and now they're at what, 500 or some crap, some craziness. Bananas.
Well, I think that Bitmine company that you're just referring to, I think if I can remember right, they were saying that they were making like $100 million a month off of staking their Ethereum, which is crazy. I mean, that's a straight up business right there. That's making more money, 100% gross profit on, nothing really. But you got to have money to make money, I guess. You got to have that Ethereum. Stake it. What do you need? Do you guys still need 32 Ethereum to stake, or can you do it with just individual ones now?
I'm so out of that world. I don't know.
Yeah, but I think it depends on where you're staking. I think you still need like 32 to run your own node, and that's the big thing.
Gotcha.
So.
Well, so I own 2 Ethereum ETFs. One's Grayscale, and the other one is BlackRock iShares, and those are in my Roth IRA. I think this time next year they will have the approval to be able to stake all the Ethereum that's in the ETFs, and so we'll be getting a dividend. So I've been stocking up on those.
Yeah, I think
for the
staking.
hopes.
I think staking is really going to drive a lot of the Ethereum price. I mean, for us DeFi geeks, we look at 6% and go, I don't know about that.
Yeah.
For everyone else,
Street.
everybody else are going, oh my god, let's back up the truck.
You guys know who Papa John is, right? The guy that started Papa John's Pizza.
Yeah,
I know Papa. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, Papa. All right. So he has $1 billion liquid that he just has in dividend staking.
Wow.
At 5% a year, he's making something like $144,000 a minute or something like that. Some crazy number. He's making millions of dollars a day just by his money making 5%. Yeah. And that's all he needs to make, right? Because he can live off of that, and his family and his children's children will always be living off of that. So we laugh at 6%, but you know what? Once you start getting to those higher levels, 6% is all you need,
Yeah. Well, think about it. If you could get a growth stock that's paying 6% dividend, I mean, who wouldn't want to go after that? People would buy that. That's what I'm saying. Ethereum is really going to take off.
Yeah.
You got all these different ETFs now. People are going to hold it. They're going to get the staking aspect. Yeah. It's going to do a supply shock.
Yeah, I mean, the more I'm in this, the more I look at earnings and yield. I don't look at profit as much. Like I'll hold my Bitcoin and look to transfer funds into Bitcoin, but otherwise I look at what is the yield and can I make it safely. Like, don't rug me, bro. Give me my regular income, bro.
Yeah.
And if it's higher than 6%, yeah. So like I'm like Flex has been great for me. Like during the when Paca wasn't paying out, Flex is what's paid the bills for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really I wish I didn't go so hard into what is it, PTC, or I can't even remember the name of it now.
TPC.
TPC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really went heavy into that.
So real quick, Lamster, to answer your question, the average price for MicroStrategy per Bitcoin is $66,000, $66,500. So while their overall value came down, they're still way ahead. they're still 40,000 ahead of their average buy price.
What's interesting to me now is that you have the financialization of Bitcoin. And so we have these ETFs and you have BlackRock, et cetera, all these masters of the universe that own it. And but then you have people like, say, Willy Woo, who's admitted that he doesn't self-custody anymore. Like he sold all his Bitcoin, and he's not the only one. Like Adam Back. Yeah, he's financing other companies that support crypto, but but the original like tenets of like, you hold your Bitcoin and you self-custody it is no longer true for a bunch of these billionaires. And like Adam Back, he's gone into a couple different companies, and he put in like 3 billion in 2 different companies. And then you realize like these original people that got into Bitcoin back in the day in 2009 are freaking billionaires, but they're just quiet about it. Until now, with the financialization of the whole Bitcoin community, we have all these companies where they're just like, they're taking the stuff that they've custodied all these years, these 15 years, and now finally exposing them to profit and loss on regular companies that support Bitcoin. And I'm like, wow, that's I don't know, but that's the reason that people go into like ETFs, because it's it's easy, and so that's what's been driving the price as well. It's like people can finally like buy it, and I don't blame them, because like honestly, trying to explain like a ledger, I mean, just everything to someone who's just getting into it. I mean, it's just a uphill battle.
So it took 16 years for those guys to get their Bitcoin. Maybe that's where we are. The DeFi IRA community, we're 16 years, baby. We're all billionaires.
I could be a billionaire in 16 years. I'd rather be a millionaire next year.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I infamously said I sold 2 Bitcoin to get into some elephant projects. And I actually did okay. And I got that all back in different ways. And but now I own 1 Bitcoin, and then the equivalent of the second Bitcoin in ETFs and other financial products. So I'm part of the trend. But now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like going, maybe I should just sell all those Bitcoin stocks and crypto stocks and just self-custody, because that, to me, that's like the only thing that can keep it safe from someone like a Larry Fink. I mean, if you believe the conspiracy theories, dropping the market and then him stealing my Bitcoin.
Yeah. Well, I guess you can always steal it if you're doing leverage trading or if you sell, right? So you could,
or it's in Celsius, right? Because that's where mine was. I had 0.8.
Well, you were loaning it out though.
I did. That's true. That was my first foray in losing my money because of leverage trading, basically.
Yeah. So like if someone has their crypto on, let's say Robinhood, I don't know how that works, because they're FDIC insured, maybe? Is that?
No,
I don't know.
No, if you have your crypto on Robinhood, you don't own it anymore. Same thing with all the stocks and everything like that.
Sure, I know, but I'm just saying, let's say they get hacked. All right. Like my stock on Robinhood is insured.
Well, if they get hacked, it's Robinhood losing stock, not you. You're just numbers on a ledger. Unless you send them a letter requesting them to send you your stock. So everybody that uses Robinhood is just a database of numbers. Robinhood is the one that owns all the stock. That's why their stock price is going up. You know, they're the ones that own those shares. They're the one that has to deal with the settlement companies and why they now probably own the settlement company, right? That was the big thing with the GameStop thing and why they put the brakes on and why they stopped letting people buy and sell GameStop was because of how much it was affecting their partners, you know, and that's why that's the big thing. Again, you know, if you're using Robinhood, Fidelity, any of these things like that, they're just numbers on a database, you know. So
they're still tied to you.
Right. No, I don't get me wrong. Your account has a number, right? But if somebody hacked Robinhood, they're not hacking your wallet. You don't have a
I'm
personal
saying
wallet.
but I'm saying I should still get my money back through the government because that particular Fidelity or Robinhood,
unless they declare bankruptcy, then you're not getting your money back.
Well, that's
the same.
What I'm saying is I think it's FDIC insured.
It's not. No way. They're not a bank.
It might be something else that I'm referring to, not FDIC. It might be something that starts with an M. Like
I think he's talking about stocks and everything and wrapping it all up in one. Like if you just hold stocks on Robinhood, are they protected? You know, I just think it's your value. You know, if you have $10,000 worth of value on Robinhood, that's just going to be your claim, right? If Robinhood closes up shop tomorrow and declares bankruptcy, you're in the same boat, right? It would be exactly the same as you're going through with Celsius. No difference, in my opinion.
But you know, the likelihood of that, I mean, you probably get your money back. I don't know.
Oh man, that's what I thought with Celsius, man. I really thought that Celsius was too big to fail, to be honest with you.
Well, that's true. Yeah. And BlockFi and FTX.
Yeah.
It's true.
So,
but you know, on the other end of the spectrum is like self-custody. And self-custody is hard, and hackers are getting better. And the problem with self-custody is that the biggest enemy is yourself. You know, like that guy who threw away his hard drive. You know, it's like I didn't memorize my my 12-word phrase, but I'm thinking about it. I'm like, maybe I should get on that.
Right. Yeah, I have no idea what my 12-word phrase is. I have it on a metal plate in case my house burns down or something. I'll still have it.
Same.
But
listen, I joke with my friends because whenever people come into crypto and I help them set up a wallet and whatever, there's different phases. There's, you know, I control it all, whatever. But once they get to a certain point, you know, I make sure they have the wallet and they have, you know, so I literally go through like a 30 or 45-minute class about how important those damn 12 words are. And I shit you not, one of my friends calls me and is all like, yo, bro, I got a new phone and I need you to reinstall my wallet. And I said, okay, cool. Just take the 12 words that you wrote down that's in your safe and, you know, you just plug them in. It's no problem. He's all like, what? He's like, I didn't write those down. I was like, dude, 45 minutes we talked about this. He's like, so how do I get my money back? I said, you don't. I said, that's why we had a conversation for 45 minutes and why I made you write them down. And then I told you to put them in a safe or put them in your safety deposit box. Like, I always feel like it's overkill, but then I get a call like that, you know, and so I'm like, dude, it's, you know, I said you've lost your money, you know.
Yeah, I've
had people get the money back.
Yeah, I still had access to his wallet because I know he's an idiot.
I mean, that has happened so often and I have them write it down while I'm there, and then
Dennis.
And then they just go, yeah, I don't know where that piece of paper is.
It wasn't Dennis.
Okay.
Yeah, so for the rest of them, I just go, you know, just buy an ETF. It's fine.
Oh, yeah. So, hey man, let's do this duck race while we have a little lull. I was good. I wrote everybody down as we were chatting, so I don't have to go through the chat.
All right.
But we do have a mystery duck. We have a mystery duck today. Yeah. Lamser won last week, and he's paying it forward. So we have a mystery duck.
Nice.
The duck finishes in the place in which Lamser has already told me. I gotta share it. Let's see here.
All right, so if this duck finishes in a random place of that only you know of, they win last week's.
Well, no, Lamser knows. He's the one that told me. So if you win the race, you win the 1,000 for today. If you finish in whatever place that Lamser told me, which is not first, then you win the money that Lamser won last week. He's paying it forward to you.
Well, how many ducks do we have in the race?
9, but I'm going through the chat just to make sure I didn't miss anybody.
Now,
Again,
is it in the top 9?
It is one of the ducks, yes, in the top 9, correct.
Okay. Is it a top 5 number?
I'm not going to tell you.
What? Come on.
Nope. Lamster will tell you once the race is over. All right. I do not think that I missed anybody. All right.
Right on.
All right. Let's go full screen. Can you see it?
I think it's going to be the ninth one.
Yes, you can. All right.
That's my guess.
We're going to shuffle the ducks. All right. Good luck, everybody.
They're off.
You either finish first or whatever position Lamster.
Look, Flyers are cross-dresser. He's got a wig on.
Yeah. You want to win. Who Flyers are cross-dresser today? He's a mermaid, damn it.
KR's got like.
I hope Lamster finishes
all over
in the random position.
Oh, geez, this is a photo finish.
Look at that.
Rigged.
All
right.
Yeah.
So congratulations, R2R. We will pay that forward, and we'll have a random spot next week for a winner. Congratulations, Haga. You were correct.
I was right.
AG. Lamster said, let's let the last place winner win. So Haga, I'll reach out to you tomorrow and get your 1,000 IRA from Lamster sent over to you.
I like it. That's fun. Nice. I like the mystery winner.
Yeah.
Oh, you see the football in the background? Look, I got a fire going on in the background. You see that?
Oh, look at that.
Did the Bucks come back and win?
I don't know. I can't tell. I'm trying to zoom in and see. It doesn't look like it.
Oh well. You can't bet. You can't win every week. So Patrick,
24 to 9.
I've been betting. What is it?
24 to 9. 24.
To 9. Oh. Well, I can still come back. Unless there's only like 3 minutes left or something. But so Patrick, I found $12 in my my wallet from last year from betting on football.
Oh, nice.
And I'm up to $220 something now.
What?
Yeah.
Wow, nice.
Been doing pretty good. Yeah. Not too bad.
Until you see after tonight's game, you bet on Mike Evans, didn't you?
Nope, not Mike Evans. I bet that Jamari Gibbs would be the first touchdown. He was not. Amon-Ra was. And I bet the Bucks would win and the points were going to be over 50, I think. I thought it was going to be a high scoring game.
Bucks are struggling to pull out a win.
Yeah, but if they do come back from behind, if they come back, that means they will probably be over my point total. So if they do come back and win, then
fumble.
Hopefully it was Jared.
All right. Yeah, that's no good. All right, I'm logging off. You guys staying on?
No, I'm fading, so
I was
gonna
gonna,
get off
I was gonna say your battery supply might be running out.
Oh, I amped up my battery power, so I'm good.
Oh,
I'm
did
good.
you?
But
Solar panels still?
yes, yeah. But now I'm tired. My internal batteries are running low.
Mine too.
It's funny because you move your head and it's super bright outside and it's dark as hell here, and even darker at
Yeah.
AG's house. We're in 3 different time zones today. It's nice.
Funny.
But
All right,
All
guys.
right.
Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, you bet. It was a
Hey.
pleasure. It's been a lot of fun.
we
Yeah,
appreciate you, and you're always welcome. You're always welcome to come on.
Hey,
We
thanks a
love
lot,
having you.
man. Thanks, Chris. All right, guys. I'm gonna zoom out.
all right.
Uh,
You guys all
if
have a
you're
good one.
on and wanting to play poker, are we playing poker, Dennis? I thought I saw you say that we weren't. My bad.
No poker? I'm not playing poker. I'm going to bed.
Let me see.
I got to work in the morning.
Yeah, it was just me and you, 3 of us. Dennis, so no poker tonight.
All right. Good night, everyone. Peace.